Hete poo, everybody. I hope you all are doing well today. I really, really do. Let's get some messages. Ancestors, most benevolent ancestors, most honorable benevolent ancestors, and benevolent ancestors, my entire spiritual team, and the Most High God, please show up for me right now. What do we need to know at this time? Song download is what would I do if I could feel? But let's get some messages. All right. So someone's unable to feel. They don't know. They have a hard heart. They're not able to see. They're blocked spiritually and emotionally because they're attached to some sort of entity. Okay, and this is serious. This is very serious. They're under a spell. Like there could be someone under a spell. Someone is caught under an illusion and they're needing to learn how to get out of this. This is what someone has been in for a very long time. And I mean, I've seen here like someone's tried to balance this for so long, but you know, it's causing the person to like try to control, like they're trying to control their selves, other people. You know, this is a person who is going through a lot of burden at this time. They're like bogged down with a lot of pain. They could also be in pain because when you have like a negative energy, this is an energy that has been possibly has been going on for a very long time. This is an emotion that someone has dealt with and never fixed. And so there is justice and judgment that is happening when it comes to like someone speaking truth. There could be truth being spoken, or there could, you know, what I'm seeing here is like the Most High God is definitely calling upon judgment at this time, you know, and fairness. So, you know, we got the energy of my yacht here. My yacht represents harmony, balance, truth, humility. Definitely truth. With that said, those who are inspired to harm you or cause any type of pain towards you are people who have projected their own scarcity mindset onto you. So what God is doing is like making these people become friends with their self, making them see that their own shadow, making them see who they are. This is happening now. So I'm also seeing here that, you know, it's just like the Most High is like, you know, whatever pain you try to project on someone else is something that you've never dealt with within. And so envy, jealousy, hate, competition, whatever it is that someone is battling, whatever it was that someone was battling, even like control issues, this is what God is giving back to this person. God is wanting this person to take this opportunity to heal. So we got the Four of Swords here, and we got the Strength and the Hierophant card, along with the Devil card on the back. So what I'm seeing here is that someone was worried about something that is like not long lasting, like money, power, control. You know, this is someone who just wanted that, you know. I'm just hearing, I want the money in the cars, the clothes, the hoes. And so yeah, this is a person who may have gotten everything, you know. Yeah, definitely what they wanted. They got their wish fulfillment. I'm thinking of like the movie Aladdin, and if you remember the part where, I think it was a part in the movie where, I don't know the man's name. He was like a captain or something. He was like the wicked person in the movie. He took the lamp and made a wish to gain power and control, and the whole earth just turned real like dark. That's what I'm getting. Like someone's whole world is real dark at this time. Okay? And so this is like, this happened over time. So now like what I'm seeing here is like someone's seeing where they're at. and they don't like where they're at. This is a person who feels like, okay, I've had enough of this journey. I'm ready to walk away from it. You know, this is the person's justice, to walk away and heal from what doesn't serve them. So there is justice happening, healing happening for people who were in a dark light. But I'm also seeing that the Most High is like taking the covering away from like people who have been hurt. There's a lot of pain that was inflicted. Definitely pain that was inflicted. A lot of negative toxic energy that has been inflicted. And so what's happening is like God is making like whatever projections that were sent out to you, chosen, is what is currently being sent back to the sender. So this is someone going through a lot of anxiety. They're scared. They're in pain. They're in very, very negative energy where a lot of people are fighting amongst each other. And it's just like a lot of chaos and a lot of gossip going on. Maybe even exposure. Someone feeling embarrassed or something. Definitely exposure when it comes to someone's status. And maybe, you know, whatever this is, there's something that's going on. Someone's heartbroken. There's pain that is happening. You know, the pain that they inflicted on you is what's going to be inflicted back on them. So I'm also seeing here that someone's uncomfortable with this information. Someone could be uncomfortable with the people that they're around. I'm also seeing here that someone's acting as if everything is fine. I'm looking at the lady. I'm looking at the Temperance. Is a lady in the water. It looks like she has a shoe on, like a sandal on in the water. So it's a person who's wanting to ground themselves, but they've not got completely naked. And the Most High is like, you got to get naked in order to understand where you're at. Like, you really have to feel the emotions, what you sent out to others. You know, God is like revealing these people. I see like someone tried to do a curse on a tree. Someone tried to curse a tree. So that pain that you've inflicted on the tree is going back to you. This could be a man who's done this. This is a man who's under judgment, because what God is saying is like, this is what I created. You know, I created this earth. And for you to harm a tree and put a curse on a tree because you're that angry and evil, you're out of line. You're out of line. And so what God is doing is giving that same energy back. So it's going back to the sender. So the curse that was sent, this could be a person who I don't know, like they like put a curse on the tree. Okay, so chosen, you're standing up as the Empress. Be careful of the people who are wanting to come back around. These cycles are ending, okay? You're no longer in the energy where you're going back to the past. That's done. There are people trying to bury the hatchet. There are people who are trying to bury what they've done. And the Most High God is exposing these things. And they're like, someone's scared about this. You know, God is not playing. God is calling on judgment. God is taking away this narcissistic behavior where someone's trying to act pretty on the outside. They're trying to act as if everything is okay, confident, but on the inside, they're tearing apart. God is breaking this illusion down, because this person, it has been under an illusion for so long. They've not been able to feel their emotions. They've hardened their hearts for so long. And this is someone who needs to this is someone who is going to be receiving karma for what they've done, because someone has been moving out of pride and ego, and they've not listened to their heart. You know, the heart was out of control, out of alignment. Okay, so we got the Three of Swords here. Three of Swords, like if you see the heart and how it's like pierced with the knives and then it's turning black, this is how that person's heart looks. They're heartless. They're cold. You know, they don't have no feelings. And so what God is doing is like needing someone to really, really think on how to be more loving. But they've embodied the energy of a demonic entity for so long. This is like a energy of fear, of someone feeling stuck, someone feeling in prison, someone feeling tied to things. You know, there is justice happening. With the Star card here, I'm just seeing here like God is rejuvenating the earth. There's like, we are like chosen. We are in the 5D energy. 5D energy is when you're in a very high vibration. A lot of people who are in their lower chakras, the 1D world, that's like 1D where like a lot of alcoholics are, homeless people, like people who are mentally unstable. That's the 1D world. People who are in that world are going to have to work a little harder to balance their chakras so that they can be on a higher vibration. Because since we're in a year of Aquarius, the people who are being exposed are people who are under judgment, people who have wronged God, people who have thought there was no God, people who thought they were God, people who thought they were more powerful and invincible. These are people who are needing to learn the lessons. And so what God is doing is removing the covering of God over these people that they once had, and they're having to go from the very bottom in order to understand themselves, like the projections, the control, everything. Like these are people who are needing to learn how to control their life. There are cycles that are ending, people wanting to offer you new opportunities due to feeling as if they're in a code, but these are the same people who have caused you issues. I'm just hearing someone is held hostage or something like that. The divine is definitely watching this person, and there will be justice happening. So look, the justice card comes out. This is not a joke. Some people they take it for granted, but there are cycles closing out where this deception is here. God doesn't like it. There's balance that is happening to take place on the earth. So there could be someone who thought that they were going to get away with something. What God is saying is, no, I caught you. I seen is exactly what you do, and I'm killing your ego. Like everything a part of you that represents something low vibrational is ending. This is the Grand Reaper here coming to take you away. So this could be someone who could possibly be transitioning, or this is someone who could be like transforming into, having to grow and understand. Like they got to relearn a lot of things, unlearn things that they learned, and having to explore how to become better. This is a person who thinks everything is fine, but there are too many secrets that they have, a lot of secrets that they have that they're hurt from. These are people who are needing to see the secrets, the pains that they've inflicted on someone. So these are options that this person has. So God is wanting this person to feel their emotions. Feel the emotions, okay? So this is definitely God wanting you to call your power back. Spirit is saying that you have the strength to do this, okay? Don't just walk away. Learn what you need to learn. Maybe someone's walking away from people that no longer serve them. I'm seeing here that this could be a struggle because this person struggles with control issues. They have control issues and materialistic issues. Also, it's just a lot of drama that's happening in this person's life. They're not friends, like they're fake friends. These are people who shadow each other. So they are like-minded because they're all like negative, low vibrational. And what God is saying is like these people are not even happy in their circles because they really can't trust the people. So because this is like, what I'm seeing here is like someone's in pain. Like someone's in pain. They don't trust easily. They've been living like that for a long time. Like not able to trust easily. Not able to love easily. Someone just hardened their heart. And now they're having to deal with that. Like that can cause illness. Definitely can cause illness. It can cause you to like have certain sicknesses because you've held on so long to pain that possibly people have inflicted on you. So when you are harboring all this pain, this is causing someone to like they're like they never healed from it. So it's all accumulating. What God is doing is like making this person work on themselves and make it like causing tower moments. Whatever happened in the past is what someone is going to have to go back to and heal. Huge tower moments. This person had tower moments and they never healed. This is a offering to heal, to speak truth, to understand what the truth is instead of lying to yourself. This is an opportunity here. This is a chance. This is someone who's needing to choose their options. Okay, but they're closed off because their heart is hardened. They have a demon on them. They're needing to close the cycle out with this demon. So another thing I got is like, there are people who are putting things in a cup, and it's like nothing but wicked stuff in the cup, and they're balling it up and they're shaking, and they're like, okay, choose what you're going to do to this person. Like, that's evil. That's demonic. You know, God doesn't like that, and you're under judgment for it, you know? So I'm seeing here the Five of Wands, definitely some healing needing to be done, balance needing to be done, because the people that you are around are reflections of you. And if you don't like your reflection, if you don't like the reflection of you, God is telling you to remove yourself. Someone's going to court, learning harsh lessons. They're going to be, something is going to be revealed. Definitely going to be revealed. Someone's under heavy judgment for doing this. A lot of exposure happening. Tower moments happening. Ten of Wands energy, King of Swords energy, Chariot. I'm just seeing here that there is change that is happening, and it's going to be difficult for people to do. The Chariot with the King of Swords is someone who is, what are they doing? They're thinking about everything that they did. They're not feeling good about it. They're feeling disappointed in their actions. And I mean, that's a good place to be at times, especially when you have to learn how to hold yourself accountable for the things that you've done. Don't get mad at what others are like. What I'm seeing here is like, people are mad because you're mad, because you're standing up for the pain that someone else inflicted. This is someone stressing out because you're like mad. You know, you have to, in order for you to heal, you gotta call it out. Okay? Someone needs to like remove themselves. Definitely seeing fighting in court. There's going to be a lot of issues going on in the future. And it's all because of an ego. All because of an ego, and all because of a demonic entity. And also people they slept with or something. I'm also seeing here like someone hurting. Emperor hurting. They're in pain. And it's because of the pain that they've inflicted. So what God is doing is like saying, that same pain that you're projecting, if it's envy, if it's jealousy, if it's hate, if it's being mean-spirited for no reason, God is like, I want you to take that pain back, and I want you to understand that pain that you've done to someone else, and I want you to deal with that pain, because that's your pain. That's not the other person's pain. That other person didn't do anything. So people are under judgment for posting you, lying on you. It's just a lot going on. Someone could have even showed your own child what was posted, and the child is looking, or like they're trying to manipulate how a child sees you. That's evil. You're going to be under judgment because it was all made up. It was a lie anyway, you know? So, yeah, I'm just saying here that, you know, whatever someone thought they had, they really don't have. They're really learning how, they're needing to learn how to seek within, because there is judgment happening when it comes to even how people have earned things and earned it without like doing the work or something like that. I'm seeing here like the efforts, you know, like God is not playing. God is not playing. God is fighting your battles, and there will be justice. Definitely justice happening. Let's get some last messages. God, please give me a Most High God, Mother and Father. Please give me a message from the Goddess deck. Thank you. So we got alchemy. So it says, it's time for you to turn everything that life throws your way into gold. You are on the path to fulfilling your purpose. You are an alchemist. You have the power to bend universal energy. Dare to transmute lead lead into gold by shifting from fear to love. Everything you desire exists in some form or loving energy. Match this frequency. See it in the mind's eye. First, imagine it. I am loved fully. What does it look like? What does it taste like? What does it smell like to be loved unconditionally? I am happy and healthy. See it. I am money. I am a money magnet. What does it feel like? Goddess declaration. Everything I touch turns to gold. Okay, so that's for if you wanted to manifest chosen. Let's see, what's another one? So we got betrayal. Who really betrayed you? Betrayals from others mirrors your betraying yourself. Betrayal is a web that disrupts everything you thought you knew. Use discernment in your relationships. Betrayal makes it difficult to trust. But without trust, your relationships are a lie. Trust that no matter what happens and no matter how long it takes, you will survive and thrive. The real question is, how have you betrayed and abandoned yourself? Goddess declaration, I am willing to know the truth. Ashe. So yeah, you betrayed yourself. Don't get mad at others. There's a time to heal what you don't understand. Even what you don't believe. Even what you've been hurt. Even the feeling of being hurt, you gotta recognize where that pain comes from. Don't project it with a hard heart. Don't project it trying to put it out on others, because you'll never heal like that. You got to call out that power, out that pain. You have to burn and release that pain, because that's your pain. When you move in anger, when you're doing evil workings on people, spell work on people that is evil and demonic, or spell work on a tree that the Most High God has assisted the earth in, and that the Most High God has gifted us, it's like, you gotta really know where you are. So it says, where is the lie? Get quiet to get clear, but put your hand on your heart. Now, are you confused or are you afraid? The outer world is a reflection of your inner world. Show your true face. Wearing a mask blocks your vulnerability and blessings. If you are wearing a mask, dare to reveal yourself. You are lying to others and to yourself. Wearing a mask is exhausting. Be you. If someone else is wearing a mask with you, you deserve clarity. Your relationship and connection is built on lies. Their mask is projection of your own. So there was betrayal in this alchemy that someone wanted. There was betrayal when it comes to money. There were insurance policies possibly taken out that were built on betrayal. Just a lot of betrayal happening here. Unfair treatment to the chosen. And we got brazen. So it says, step up, go for it, partner with the divine to make brazen choices, and everything meant to diminish you would elevate you. All who mean you harm fall away. Your burdens are illusions because you are plugged into the source. Make the brazen decision. What would you dare to do if you knew you couldn't fail? It is brazen to be unapologetically you. It is brazen to speak up for someone not in a room, that is not in a room. It is brazen to choose a different spiritual path or career when you're in other than your community. It is brazen to build your family your way. Goddess force energy is brazen. Goddess declaration, I am bold, brave, shameless, and brazen. So I did this video about 3 times, child. And when I did the video, the dang on video erased. And I already did like this Bible scripture. So I'm going to just read it to you. So the scripture is Psalms 60. Hold on. Psalm 68:33. So it says, to him that rideth upon the heaven of heavens, which were of old, lo, he doth send out his voice, and that a mighty voice. This is talking about God is above all, riding the highest heavens, ancient, powerful, and eternal. And when he speaks, when the Most High speaks, his voice carries power. It shakes things. It changes things. It's not soft or hidden or mighty. It's not soft or hidden. It's mighty. Meaning, when God decides to act, speak, nothing can stop it, and everyone will hear or feel it. So, how this aligns with divine judgment, exposure, and spiritual war? It says it's rideth upon the heavens of heavens. This shows God's sovereignty. No force, no lie, curse, or dark agenda is higher than the Most High God. The Most High God sees everything, even what was done in secret. He doth send out his voice. This is about divine exposure. God's voice is also symbolic of truth, judgment, and commands. When the Most High speaks, what's hidden gets uncovered. Justice is released and spiritual order is restored. That mighty voice, his response to evil, lies, curses, and the pain inflicted on his chosen ones is not quiet. It's mighty. It's public. It's undeniable. It's undeniable. This is when the cover is pulled off. People and their true intentions, lies, and wrongdoings are exposed, whether they like it or not. Alignment with the current spiritual warfare is saying that those who projected evil, spoken curses, or hurt the chosen are now under that mighty voice. They're facing judgment spiritually, emotionally, sometimes even publicly. The Most High is not staying silent anymore. The Most High's voice is justice, truth, and exposure moving through the earth. Everything built on lies, deceit, or manipulation, it's crumbling. Everything hidden being revealed by the Most High God's own timing and command. So Psalm 68:33 reminds you that God sits above it all, and when the Most High decides to speak and act, no evil, no lie, no curse can escape the Most High's justice. His voice is mighty, and now it's being heard in judgment, in truth, and in dismantling of everything that hurts his people. Ashe. So God's enthroned. God is enthroned above everything, and when he speaks, his voice is mighty. Nothing stays hidden or untouched. So how this connects to people who can no longer feel. So when someone becomes so numb, hardened, or detached from their own heart, it is often because of years of wickedness they've never repented for, a soul burdened by guilt, pride, and unhealed pain, repeatedly silencing conviction from spirit. These are people who have shut down their conscience, lost empathy and compassion, replaced feelings with projection and control and cruelty. But hear the divine connection. God's mighty voice in Psalm 68:33 is meant to break those even that. When the Most High speaks, whether through exposure, loss, isolation, or direct spiritual confrontation, it's to awaken the sleeping souls, even ones that are numb. So for the wicked, envious, or mean-spirited people, their envy, hate, and spiritual decay are often masks of deep inner pain and disconnection. They lash out because they don't know how to feel their own truth. But that mighty voice of the Most High God, it brings truth that can't be ignored through judgment, through exposure, through collapse of what they falsely built. These are people who thought that they were invincible. So it's saying that mercy is disguised. It's mercy is disguised, because even pain is better than feeling nothing. Okay, it definitely is, because this is how you heal when you're in that pain. So it says at least pain wakes you up. So Psalms 68:33 is a wake up call to numb and the hardened. You may have silenced your heart, but you cannot silence my voice, is what God, the Most High God, Mother, and Father is saying. You may have burdened your guilt, but you cannot outrun my justice. You may have lied to others, but you cannot lie to me, the Most High. So it says, those who hurt others, project pain, or walk in hate are now being called to face themselves. That mighty voice is the heartbreak they didn't expect, the isolation they feel but deny, the dreams that crumble, the truth they can't spin anymore. The final words is that God speaks from above, but his voice shakes what's below. Even hearts that are numb, even people who are lost in shadow. So those who've shut down their feelings, those who move through life hurting others, envying the chosen, or staying trapped in bitterness, the Most High is calling them to account, not to destroy, but to break the walls they built around their soul. And whether they change or not, the truth is no longer hiding. The judgment is already speaking, and the numb are being forced to feel, because even judgment is can be the beginning of redemption if they choose to. If you choose to repent, you'll be, you could be healed from it. So yeah, that's what I got, guys. Stay encouraged about life. Learn to heal and love yourself. Release resistance. Don't sabotage yourself, because that's what, life is all about. Like, even if you feel pain, life is just about you having to understand your pain so that you can heal from it. These are wounds that have had felt this way for years, and you've never possibly faced those issues. And so God is calling these pains that you have, or pains that you have projected upon others, to the forefront of your soul, to the forefront of you, to have you look at what you projected onto others, so that you could take one piece of pain that you have and actually burn and release it and heal from that. So you can stop being in this karmic wheel, this karmic cycle, because it's only having you go, and it's like a washing machine, or like a dry, like you're just continuing to be in a cycle where, a cat is chasing their own cat. You're never coming out of this cycle. God is wanting you to be fearless. Fearless love is agape love to me. This is when you love unconditionally. You got to learn how to love. You got to learn what agape is. Agape is a higher vibration. All right. And a lot of people, they have to get into that 5D realm where your frequency is on a higher level, because when you'll be able to survive on this earth, because the earth is going to be balancing out. So all that hate and stuff, people are not going to be able to survive in that negativity. It's time to raise the vibration. So it says, dare to love, begin with loving yourself. Allow yourself to be loved. You feel everything deeply. You are porous with a wall around your heart. This is your paradox. You are loved, and you are worth loving. Your divine assignment is to remain open to fearless love. You deserve to be loved in your language. You are worthy of love that remembers your beauty at your ugliest moments. Don't allow your unhealed past to block your future. Real love is sacred. Is a sacred contract that says, I am vulnerable and committed. Your heart is safe with me. Let's expand our consciousness together. Goddess declaration. I give love, I receive love, and I am love. You are love. You are loved, and you are love. You are love. Okay? Anyway, with that said, time to get naked. Time to reveal what you've hidden for so long, so that we can face these issues and heal for real. All right. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Talk to you later. Peace.